Hi, my name is Ardo, and I am the Kids Coordinator at the Festival of Literary Diversity, also known as The Fold. And today I'll be talking about the Fold Kids Book of the Month picks for June. Every month I pick one picture book and one middle grade or young adult title to spotlight, and these books are by Canadian kidlit authors from marginalized backgrounds. For June, our picks are Sitting Shiva by Erin and Michelle Theodore, and the Hanmoji Handbook, Your Guide to the Chinese Language Through Emoji by Jason Lee, and Xiao, Mina, and Jennifer 8 Lee. Sitting Shiva is a picture book about a little Jewish girl mourning the loss of her mother when her friends and family arrive at her house to sit Shiva with cakes and stories. She refuses to come downstairs, but the laughter and the memories gradually bring her into the fold where she is comforted by her community. By the end of the book, she feels stronger and more nourished and understands the beautiful tradition. And when she sees her father sitting alone, she's able to comfort him in his time of need. Written by Erin, who is a Toronto-based writer who's been writing professionally for 20 years. Her work has appeared in everything from the Washington Post to the Globe and Mail to the Harper's Bazaar and Good Housekeeping, among many other North American magazines, newspapers, and blogs. And Michelle Theodore, our artist, was born and raised in Edmonton. Her recent work focuses on exploring the intangible feelings of childhood memory and her strong obsession with the pull of the ocean. So why was Sitting Shiva chosen as one of our June Book of the Month picks? Well, it's a story about grief, but it's also a story about comfort and community through the Jewish ritual of sitting Shiva. I didn't know anything about this. I'm not Jewish, and so reading about this particular mourning process, I thought was very lovely to experience, and it really did make me cry. At the end of the book, there's an author note explaining the mourning process that takes place over the course of the 7 days after a family member dies. Erin, the writer, also links this Jewish mourning ritual with other cultures and religions that have their own mourning practices, which was lovely to see because it does show that even though we do things differently and believe in different things and have different cultures, we all are ultimately human beings, and death is a part of all of our lives. And so to be able to see different cultures and their practices of grief explained in the notes and in comparison to Sitting Shiva, I thought was really lovely and very accessible and relatable. It's a very thoughtful, contemplative story, and it's helped with Michelle Theodore's art, which features really earthy colors of the greens and browns. It really grounds the readers in what's happening, especially when the feelings are really sad, but when you're sad with others, you don't feel alone, which I think was really lovely to read. The other pick for June is the Hanmoji Handbook, Your Guide to the Chinese Language Through Emoji. Even though their dates of origin are a millennia apart, the languages of Chinese and emoji share similarities that the average smartphone user might find surprising. These Hanmoji parallels offer an exciting new way to learn Chinese and a fascinating window into the evolution of Chinese Han characters. Packed with fun illustrations and engaging descriptions, the Hanmoji Handbook brings to life the ongoing dialogue between the visual elements of Chinese and the language of emoji. This young adult nonfiction language book comes out August 30th and is available for pre-order. Jason Lee is a Toronto-based independent designer, artist, and educator. His works have appeared at the Victoria and Albert Museum, the Asian Art Museum of San Francisco, and on the BBC. He is the editor of Paradise Systems and a member of Zine Coop. And Xiao Mina is a technologist, writer, and artist whose work has been featured in the New York Times, The Economist, The Atlantic, and Hyperallergenic. She is the author of Memes to Movements. And lastly, Jennifer 8 Lee is the vice chair of the Unicode Emoji Subcommittee and co-founder of Emoji Nation, a grassroots group that advocates for more inclusive and representative emoji. She is also a former New York Times reporter and the author of the Fortune Cookie Chronicles. So why was the Hanmoji Handbook, Your Guide to the Chinese Language Through Emoji, selected as one of our June Book of the Month picks? Well, I try to add some nonfiction to our Book of the Month picks, and this one was a really great pick, especially since it's not even out yet. A bit of an oversight on my part, but you know what? It's never too early to pre-order a great book. But that being said, the Hanmoji Handbook uses something we all know, emojis, and makes the experience of learning to read Chinese characters more accessible, especially when the written language can feel daunting to newbies. It's an excellent resource for both Chinese and non-Chinese readers and makes the learning experience a lot more exciting. Thank you so much for watching. If you wanted to get more information on the books discussed in this video or past Fold Kids Book of the Month picks, head over to thefoldcanada.org/kids/book of the month. We have a summer reading list out right now that features 10 picture books, 10 middle grade, and 10 young adult titles. And details on how to find it on our site and to download can be seen in our description. And be sure to subscribe if you enjoy watching these videos. And if you want to follow us over at Twitter and Instagram, find us at Fold Kids. And if you want to find us on Facebook, we're at Fold Kids with a Z. And that's it. See you next time.